Welcome to the video. Humanity became pale. What do I mean? The origin of humanity started in East Africa. In East Africa, we were exposed to the nearest equator sun. We went away from Africa by climate change, came into the cooking, we dehydrated by the cooking. We became pale. We were losing our skin color because we originate from Africa blackness. Now we are so far that we are scared from the sun. We close ourselves up and think we are doing better. But think about this. How million people live in India? In India, people are exposed to a lot of sun. Half of the Indian population is having vitamin D deficiency. So they lacking vitamin D. And many Indians use dairy, but dairy is taking the minerals away from the gut walls because it's highly acidic. So there you need to understand that vitamin B12, vitamin D is connected and that we depend on a supplement industry because we are scared from the sun. Today I responded an Indian yoga lady. She is big, so she has storage from cooked food in the intestines, in the colon. So that lady told her clients, and she has millions of subscribers, told the clients, don't go longer outside than 20 minutes and do this before 10:30. And then don't expose yourself anymore to the sun the rest of the day. But think about this, when the cooked diet is pulling water every meal from our system, how much water reserve do we have to handle sun? We don't have. And this is how we became afraid and stayed inside, but with sick consequences. Because when you stay all the time inside, your behavior is sadness. You lose the happiness. You can become aggressive. You can become in a state of suicide by closing yourself day after day up away from sunlight. In the former USA, there were hospitals where they're putting the sick people with wheelchairs out in the grass daily, in the sun, for healing, because the healing happens when you expose yourself to the sun. And then the 20 minutes that she recommends are for people that are on a cooked diet that is pulling water, are for people that have no blood volume reserve, people that are dehydrated. And of course, her advice is 50% right, but if she would recommend the sattvic living foods, then we have the fruits, we have the lettuce, we have the sprouts, and all these foods have plenty of water for cellular hydration, and then you have plenty of blood volume reserve to handle the sun longer, because the sun is your healing. In 20 minutes, you will not able to absorb, to make vitamin D in the body, because you originate from African origin and you need daily 2 hours of sun, because you are away from the equatorial sun where human life started. So to handle 2 hours sun in a day, you need to eat a watery diet and not a dehydrating sorcery diet, not a diet that is not recommended by the Bible. The Bible recommended fruits and leafy greens and sprouts. The Bible said if we ignore it and we go to the dark side of the Eden garden, then we will become people that live in a world of aggression, sickness, and demonic situations. So get hydrated, Dr. Robert Morse, by 8 days only watermelon, and clean out all your garbage out of your intestines, all your highly acidic garbage in your colon need to get out, all your worms need to get out, and then you will have a better production, absorption of vitamin D, and you can forget the toxic supplement industry that is just suppressing the problem but not addressing the root cause.